welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about something different today, and the subject is gonna be why do good guys always finish last? If you hear a strange noise in the background, is this little furry cat here that snores. I hope you're not gonna mind that. I don't want to kick her out of the room. I would just feel so terrible about it. So yeah, cat is gonna stay here. And if you see, no, you can't see snoring. If you hear snoring, that's the cat here. Okay, so why do good guys always finish last? And there is a lot of things said on the internet about this, but I want to give you a completely new, different perspective on the subject. Okay, I will talk about what happened to these guys and how can they fix it so they don't finish last anymore. Of course, that's not easy. It requires a lot of work. But anyways, this might be a good start. It might open some eyes, and I hope you're gonna like this video. That's the snoring part. Cats don't know. All right. So my opinion on the subject, why good guys finish last, is that there are no good guys. There is no such thing as a good guy. There is no such thing as a bad guy either. And, you know, by the rules of what is right or what is wrong, what is acceptable, what is unacceptable, these things are the things that we learn in our families and the way that we are raised. So, for example, if a guy grew up in a family that was very demanding and that required a certain patterns of behavior, that guy would learn that in order to get love, he would have to behave in that way. And this is the reason why he became a good guy. If he was raised that he needs to take stuff by force, he would learn that this is the only way that he can get things, and he would take them by force. There is no such thing as a good guy in general. Nobody's born as a good or a bad guy, or it's the way that we are raised and the way that we kind of build our character in everything in accordance to that we get love in the end. Okay. So the guys that are the good guys are usually guys that have been deprived of their masculine part, and they kind of gave up on that part of themselves in order to get love. That's in the short terms, that is what happened with their families. So you know how that goes. Okay, it's like you have a scale, and the bottom point is like on one side is love, and on the other side is who we are. And if we need to get rid of ourselves in order to get love, we will. If this is what is required of us, and if we need to put on the other side of the scale a certain kind of behavior, a certain kind of attitude, a certain kind of hair, or whatever, we will, in order to get love. And this becomes sort of as our standard for love. Okay, so I know a lot of good guys personally, and what I'm gonna tell you, what I've learned about them, is they don't really want to be good guys, but they force this kind of attitude towards women because they think this is the only way to get them. Cat, stop snoring. This was the only way to get their moms to behave in a certain way, to get approval, to get love. So they will approach girls and they will open them doors, gonna be like perfect cavaliers, and they will wear that on their sleeve as a badge. It's like, I'm a good guy, I'm taking care of the girls, I will do everything for you. But honestly, is that true love? Is that true affection? Or is it just something that you're doing in order to get something? You see, girls feel that. It's as if someone is trying to get laid in a manner where he's gonna buy you with a certain behavior. Now you're gonna stop me and you're gonna say, no, we're not doing that in order to get something from you. But that's not true. There is no thing as not being selfish in any way. Every kind of contact that we have, any kind of relationship that we form with anyone is out of the selfish reasons. It's not a bad thing to be selfish. You see, this is what triggers good guys. When I say that generally every person on this planet is selfish, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, like, it's not like you're gonna steal someone's last piece of bread, you know, and let him starve. That is different kind of selfishness. But if you start from the perspective where you know that you're doing something in order to get something, and you need to stop fooling yourself. We all crave for love. We'll do everything possible to get love. We will. That's how things are. Love is #1 priority in our lives. Sometimes even more important than food. And there is no such thing as a good guy. It's a man that is trying to get to his goal in the same way as a cruel man does, because he's gonna take it by force, because he learned the only way he can get love is through force. Okay, and then now comes the tricky part. Okay, so the universe, the God energy, whatever you call it, the way it is, the law of attraction. If there is some kind of creator or force out there in the universe, that force wishes for you to expand, to go to your maximum, to open up and to become the best thing you can be, okay? So if you're a good guy and you have a part of yourself that is suppressed, the universe, God, supreme energy, whatever, is gonna send you a partner that's gonna release that energy out of you. So that partner is possibly gonna be a girl that you're really gonna like. That's a bitch. The same reason why girls that like to pretend they're victims and that like to pretend they're like really weak find men that are really cruel. We always invite in our lives the things that we need, and those things, luckily, if we work on ourselves, will trigger out the best we have inside of us. So next time when you meet that girl that's gonna break your heart, and she will, check the qualities she has. See whether you can implement those qualities inside you. Because you see, what happens is that if you refuse to have those qualities inside of you, the universe is gonna bring them on and bring them on and bring them on again until you actually accept them. Universe is a tricky bastard, but he's here for you to become the best person you can be. Good guys, bad good guys, they're all the same. Nobody's born to be good or bad. There is no such thing as good or bad. And the thing you need to realize that if you're trying to buy a person with your kindness, if it's not genuine, I know I'm not talking about every single good guy on this planet. Some of you really have this internal need to take care of a girl, but usually it feels different when this is the case. Like, if you're a woman, you can tell the difference. So what advice do I have for you, Mr. Good Guy? Be honest with yourself and what you want from a woman. Do not pack it into, I want to make her happy. Do not say that. We all want to make other people happy so they can make us happy. It's a fact. We shouldn't lie to ourselves. We need other people to make us happy. And then, like, we will pay for that by making them happy. I know it sounds really cruel, but there is no such thing as unconditional love. Even with our parents, like, yeah, there are some maternal instincts, but it would be so much easier if we would take responsibility for our needs, and then we could actually make them nicer and better. You know, like we could be better to our fellow human beings by just accepting that we are selfish. Every human being on this planet is selfish. So I advise you to just consider that it's not that you want to, like, if you're a guy trying to hit me, it's not like you want to make me happy. You want me to fulfill you in a certain way. When you kind of start realizing that, then you can actually sit down, take a piece of paper, and write down what you really want from someone. And then when you're done with that, when you realize what you really want from another person, try to not offer stuff, but to ask for them. It works better than to promise something that energetically feels more like asking than giving. Step number 2, revise the relationship you had with your parents. Try to revise what happened there. Why did you become a good boy? Why you are not comfortable enough with approaching a girl without offering things before you even know her. It tells a lot about a man's self-confidence when he's kind of trying to give too much at the first. I personally don't like to be, given flowers or given gifts before we really know each other, because I don't feel well if I feel like someone is trying to buy me. I don't know if you know what I mean with that, but basically, like, I don't want to anything. I just want to get to know you, and I want to sit down, have a cup of coffee with you, and just talk about stuff. So, like, try not to offer things, and try to revise your relationship with your parents. I will make a separate video for this, video number 2, and I will talk more about this subject. I will talk about how you can fix stuff from the relationship with your parents. Guys, I hope you like this video, and number 2 is gonna come out shortly. If you like this video, please do subscribe and like my video, and I will see you soon. Stop the ring.